Hi, this is Kevin, and I'm a strategist at Cubicle Fugitive. In this video, I'm going to be discussing a type of content, specifically the homepage slider or slides, and how to create a slide. So I look here at my demo site homepage, this area up top. This is the slideshow, sometimes called the page banner or hero banner on a homepage. This is a great way to showcase the most important or best content on your website to bring attention to it. You could have a slide about your company or your brand or your team, anything you want to highlight. This is the place to do it as it's the first thing users see when visiting your homepage. So currently I have two slides on my homepage, this home slider 1, and I'll just click here and you'll see home slider 2. And we are going to create a third. To do this, we're going to go into the Sitefinity dashboard and we're going to look under the content menu. This first section up here, types of content, right at the bottom, you see home slideshow. I'm going to click on that and that's going to bring up a list of all current slides on my demo site. There you see home slider 1, home slider 2. So to create a new slide, we're going to click on this green create a slide button and that's going to bring up the slide dialog page. Now the first thing I'll do is enter in a title for our new slide. I'm just simply going to call it new homepage slider, new homepage slide. Next is the custom sort order. Now my first slide currently has a value here of 10. My second one has a value of 20. And in this third one, I'm going to put a value here of 30. And how this works is the slide with the lowest number value here will display first, then the next lowest value, and then the next lowest value. So usually we go in increments of 10 or 100. So first slide 10, second slide 20, etc. But if I entered 15 here, between 10 and 20, it would make this show up between my other two slides. So if you don't enter any value in these on any slide, it's okay. They will display in the order that you created the slides. So we'll leave this as 30 to make sure it's the third one. This next box here is the content, and this is the text that's going to display on our slide over top of the background image. So I'm just going to paste some lorem ipsum text. Sorry, that's not lorem ipsum. Here we go. I'll just paste this sentence here. Next is the summary, and you don't need to enter anything here. If you don't enter anything here, Sitefinity will just display the first 150 characters or so from the content box if your website is set up to ever display the summary. Chances are it's just going to be set up to display the content field, not the summary. So don't have to worry about that in this instance. Next is the slide image. Now I already have quite a few page banner images loaded into my demo site libraries. So I'm just going to click this plus sign, and instead of uploading an image from my computer, I'm going to select from library, and I'm going to go, instead of recent images, I'm going to go to libraries, and I'm going to look in page banners, and I'm going to pick this slide here, this image here. And I'll hit use selected. There you see. So if you don't already have your image in your libraries, you could have uploaded at that time. Next comes the slide URL and button. So this is the button. This button text here is what you want to be short and direct with this. You want to indicate what the button is for or where it will go to on your site. So I'm gonna write here meet our team because I plan on having this slide button link through to my teams page. So the next box, button URL, is the actual page URL that I want to link to. So I'm going to go back to my front end demo site here, and I'm going to click on our team so that I can copy this URL right here into this field. Now, I don't technically need this domain name, so I can delete that, and it'll know that this is going to link to a subpage within my URL. This next checkbox is link external. You would want to click this if you had entered in an URL here that was not on your site. It would it would force the link to open in a new browser window instead of over top of your homepage. Whenever you're linking to an external page, it's a good idea to click this so that people still have your page open in one window and the external page open in a new window. So we'll leave that unclicked as our link is internal. This next section here, more options. This is where you could customize the URL of the actual slide, but we don't need to do this at this time, so we're going to ignore here. And now we can either save this as a draft, which will allow us to preview the slide, or I could hit publish, and it's going to make this slide live. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go back to our demo site here. And I'm going to click on the logo to go back to my home page. There you see home slider 1. I can click here and see home slider 2. And now if I click on this third button, we see our new slide, new homepage slide. And there's the text I entered as the content, and there's my button. So I'm going to click on this button and make sure it's actually going to the page I wanted it to. And there you see, it goes to the team page. That's how we create a homepage slide in the Sitefinity CMS.